Hey guys, so I have a bit of an impulse buy for you today. I was walking past Game in town and I saw a poster for this inside. It retails in-game at $54.99, which I know is a bit steep. You should be able to pick it up for $49.99, but I just decided on the spot that I wanted it, which is terrible. But I did have £1.50 on my game card, so that takes it down to £53.50, so that's not too bad. Oh, it's terrible, but I really liked the limited edition PS4 Darth Vader as a whole, the whole console, but because I've got a black PS4, there's no point in buying that. But I thought that this might actually give the effect that I have the limited edition Darth Vader console. So today I will be doing an unboxing, a review of the controller, and also a comparison with the black PS4 controller. So this is the front of the box. You just have a close-up of the front of the controller. Sony PlayStation DualShock 4, as well as PS4 wireless controller, and of course Darth Vader edition on the bottom. On the side, if I can just get that into shot, you've got the Darth Vader image. That is the one that's on top of the limited edition PS4. It's nice to have it on the box as well. It sort of ties it in together. PS4, PlayStation, and then on the back you get a look at the back of the controller, specifically looking at the back bumper buttons. So there's a blue and a red, and then you can see sort of the white on the controller in more detail. Lucasfilm and English, French and everything else talking about. The USB cable is not included. That's really bad. It's a good job I've got one, but to be honest, when you're paying £55 for a controller, you expect the charging cable for it. That's really shocking. Anyway, so both sides here, that side and that side is the same, pretty much. So I'm still getting over the fact that I haven't got a cable in here. Right, okay. So I'll crack into the box now. Right, I've just made a right mess of that, but move this out of the way. Actually, I'll put it underneath and then you guys can get a better view. So that's inside, just a plastic tray. You put it out like so. So that is pretty, I'll move that now. Pretty basic packaging. Well, the first thing I can notice about this is that it's piano black. It's very shiny and reflective. So if I compare it to my existing original PlayStation controller, that is a matte black, whereas this is a shiny piano black. The buttons on the front here actually look grey. They are grey. On the box, they actually look quite white. Whereas now looking at them on the controller, they are grey, which is fine. Makes more sense because of the grey on Darth Vader's helmet in the image. I'm just going to check there's nothing else in the box. So there's a piece of card and obviously the general blurb. So the D-pad buttons are red, as you can see. So I've already discussed the grey on here. The texture is similar, if not a little bit more grippy, a bit more grip on them. And so the three grey buttons, the X square, the triangle, and then the red circle there. Rather interestingly, on the back, the R1 button is blue and the L1 button is red, so that's quite a nice contrast between the two sides of the Force. But if you turn it over, the piano black doesn't continue all the way round. It stops on the joint here, the usual joint, and then it turns into the regular matte black that exists on this controller. So essentially on the back, from the two buttons here, so the R2 and the L2, from there onwards on the controller, it's pretty much the same as your standard controller. The one really nice feature of this, and I don't know if it's going to show up, oh yeah, I've managed to catch it on the light, is the Star Wars on the touchpad. I really do like that, and I think that's what sold it to me in the end. I was looking it up online in store, you know, just to see if there were any additional features of it, and I saw this online, and this is what sold it to me in the end. I really like that feature over the top of the options pad, and as you can see, if I can get them both into focus, on the original options pad, mine's the fingerprints of course, there is just a blank touchpad there. So I think that is a really nice effect. Overall, I think the piano black does work really well. It doesn't appear to be that much of a fingerprint magnet, to be honest, but only time will tell how scuffed up it will get. And of course the grey buttons are going to be completely open to getting a bit mucky. So especially with the rate that I'm playing Black Ops at the moment, and now Battlefront has come out, I think this is going to be getting a fair bit of use. So when holding the Darth Vader controller in my hands, I will say that the piano black glossy effect does feel very nice. It's a refreshing change from the matte black that I've been using for quite a few years now, and it feels quite modern, new, and it's a nice treat for when I'm playing, but I'm sure that will probably wear down with the amount of gameplay it's going to get. It'll certainly be interesting overall to see how this controller reacts to a lot of usage in comparison to this one over a long period of time. Right, I think I've covered everything on the controller. I've probably missed out something absolutely major, but thank you very much for watching this review of the PS4 Darth Vader controller.